This is verse 3 of the book of Jude. We have the author now giving an explanation for the reason that he's writing. He's given them a greeting, of course, and now we have this stated purpose, which comes in this rather well-known verse. So we have agape toi. From agape means love. This is a noun, of course. It means beloved. He's addressing them thus as those who are the beloved recipients. And then pasa, from pasa, pon. This is an adjective. It means all or every. And in the sense here, we're going to say all, probably applies best. Spudain. This is from spude, which means eagerness or desire, a kind of inner compulsion towards something. So all desire is the idea. And then poiumenos, this is from poieo, to make or to do. It's in the nominative, it's a participle, masculine singular nominative, so it's describing the subject of the sentence, which indeed is the author himself. So making, it's a present participle, so beloved, making all diligence or eagerness. And then graphein, this is infinitive, present infinitive, from grapho, I write, so making all diligence to write, the infinitive, and then the indirect object, humen, to you, dative, plural of the second person pronoun. Peri, preposition, means concerning or about. Here with the genitive, it means concerning. So concerning, tes, koines. And then soterios, so that's the phrase. The common, koine, you know, koine Greek, of course, common Greek. It's a word that means common, held in common by all. In this case, it's a common soterios, which is salvation. All of this is in the genitive because it's the object of the preposition, peri, that takes the genitive. We have the possessive pronoun in here, which is humain, of us. So the genitive plural of the or actually first person pronoun, of us. So making all diligence to write to you concerning the common of us salvation. So far all of this is a preliminary clause. And then we have anakain, from anake, which means a need, some kind of compulsion, a need that rises. And then eskon, which is from echo, I have, of this verb, so it means I was having, would be the idea. In this case, having need. And so having a need, or it was needful for me, would be the idea. So I was eager, desiring to write concerning our common salvation, but I was having a need, he says, grapsai. And this again is the same verb, but this, you'll notice, is the infinitive in the aorist, so I had a need to write. Humen, which is the second person dative plural, so he says, I was having need to write humen, to you. And then a participle, which really describes the character of this writing, parakalon, from parakaleo, it means to exhort, would be the idea. So exhorting, had a need to write to you, exhorting, encouraging, that idea. And then this is epagonizesthai. It's a infinitive. It's from the verb epagonizomai, and it is based on the word agonizo, which means to agonize. That would be the idea, to struggle mightily. And so we have that word agony in English, which derives from it. So he was writing, or had a desire to write to them, encouraging them to agonize. And then the ep at the beginning actually accentuates it further, to really over the top agonize, to fight, to struggle with a high degree of energy and so on. And then te, the dative here, means with reference to or for, so to agonize for. The, and then the word that answers to it is way down here, faith. So the faith, and then all the words in between are simply, in a sense, modifying the faith. So we have with reference to the, and then hapags is indeclinable adverb. It means once for all. So there's a very strong idea, the once for all. Paradothese, This is now a participle. The idea of being delivered over. It's the passive participle. It's also in the dative because it's going along with the dative here in the end of this clause. So the once for all delivered over, this is from paradidomi, means to deliver over, that idea. And then tois, hagios, this is the dative plural, to the saints. So to agonize for the once for all delivered over to the saints' faith. The faith here, of course, the emphasis is not so much on a subjective experience of faith, but the objective notion of the content of the faith, the doctrine of the faith, if you will, the theology of it. And that he was eager simply to write about their common salvation, but now, based on apparently things he's learned, he has an immediate need to write to them and encourage them to agonize for this once for all delivered over to the saints' faith.